published 1718 est. The 15th of November 2017, updated 1803 est. The 15th of November 2017, media titan Tina Brown has unloaded on Harvey Weinstein, labeling the 65-year-old predator completely insane in a scathing interview. Brown, the former editor of Vanity Fair, who was at the helm of Talk, the ill-fated magazine Weinstein funded from 1999 to 2002, gave the comments to The Hollywood Reporter on Wednesday. She reflected on her time working with Weinstein and revealed that he brought her to tears several times. Harvey was not someone you could gauge or manage. He was completely erratic and insane. You never knew what was going to happen with him, Brown said. She denied having knowledge of his UAL violence towards women and instead characterized the Miramax mogul as a thin-skinned, paranoid bully who was hell-bent on revenge against anyone who dared to speak out against him. In the beginning, he seemed like this enormous rough diamond. He presents himself as this gravel-voiced Hollywood entrepreneur, a latter-day Louis B. Mayer, but when I went to work for him, I realized how different he was than his public persona. Tina Brown is pictured with Harvey Weinstein in 1999, the year they launched their short-lived magazine Talk. She has since described him as a paranoid and thin-skinned bully. He is very secretive and paranoid, hugely jumpy about his press. The thinnest skin of anyone I've worked with. He spent hours doing forensic digs on anyone who gave him a remotely negative quote. It didn't surprise me that he hired ex-Mossad agents because he was so paranoid. It turned out he had a good reason to be, Brown said. Weinstein lured Brown from The New Yorker, one of the magazines which helped expose the catalogue of allegations against him last month. In 1999, she already boasted a stellar magazine career, having risen through Tatler in London before becoming the editor of Vanity Fair in 1984. Many of Weinstein's alleged attacks on female stars, including his alleged 1997 rape of Rose McGowan, had already taken place and more were to come, but Brown was unaware of the predatory side to his philandering. I knew he was sleazy, but you don't report someone to the police because they like going out with starlets or they're cheating on the wife. I never worked at the Miramax offices. I wasn't hanging with Harvey and Can, she said. Weinstein had not yet married his second wife Georgina Chapman. He was married to first wife Eve Chilton Weinstein until their separation in 2004. Brown was, however, subjected to his infamous bullying. Harvey was deeply unpleasant to me. He brought me to tears several times. But I tried to stay focused on my job. I had a passion for what I was doing. I had hired all these brilliant people, and I didn't want to let them down. I thought we could pull it off, she said. Brown, pictured with Weinstein in 2014, said he has the thinnest skin of anyone she had ever worked with. Brown has long been pitted against Vogue queen Anna Wintour. The pair are pictured in 1989 when Brown was editor of Vanity Fair. Brown, now 63, pictured last week, said she has not heard from Weinstein for years despite her efforts. Talk folded in 2002. She went on to Newsweek, The Daily Beast, and now runs Tina Brown Media. Brown, who has 2 children, had not spoken with him for years before his spectacular descent began in October. I haven't spoken to Harvey for a very long time. I don't know what the hell he'll do after such an epic fall. She suggested he should write a book titled Monster, which explains his character. The way things look now, he may even end up behind bars. He should write a book titled Monster and deal head-on with a struggle in his own soul and person between the man who had such passion for quality on the screen, the kid who loved French art films, and the gross, bullying predator he was as well. How the beast won so completely over beauty. It would be amazing to read such a book. It may be his only possible crack at a legacy after all the pain he has caused, she said. Brown details her time working at the helm of Vanity Fair in her new memoirs, The Vanity Fair Diaries. It is being adapted to a television series by Bruna Papandrea, the producer of Big Little Lies. A previous series about the 63-year-old and her long-standing rivalry with Vogue queen Anna Wintour was spiked by Bravo earlier this year before ever reaching screens. Weinstein, 65, is facing criminal charges over his alleged abuse of dozens of women.